Yeah. 26th, 28th, shit. 28th October 2024. Let's get this party on the road. Let's get it started. Good old meditation. I'm doing these meditations. Obviously, I've been doing it for 8 years, but it started off just on the Sabbath, 2 years. Then became daily, and that's where we are now. From 2018. Um, mhm. But recently, due to some interesting space weather, celestial events, um, I don't know. I know that I am fauna, just like every other animal. um, if I'm feeling something, I'm pretty sure most of the other life forms in the domain of Earth will be experiencing it too. If it is something celestial that caused it, we will all be experiencing bar none. So, since most of you are sheep, you should be used to bar ring all the time. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean that kind of bar. In fact, speaking of bars, I need to have a drink. I haven't drunk for some time. Um, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, I'm sure you're experiencing quite a few physiological anomalies, and so am I. So, I always predicted that when we get to these times, you're gonna need to be onto something. You're gonna need to have some kind of um, supernatural, paranormal power. You know, where you are the para dimension or you are the paranormal. Basically, we all paranormal with respect to mind. What is mind? We're all paranormal. So I don't know what I say. Um, we're all mind, and mind is paranormal to the existence outside. When you're realizing what's inside your mind, you know it different from when you're realizing what's outside of your mind. Your mind and body are part of the same coin. If your mind is heads, your body is tails, and the minodi is the bit in between. That is where all the fun begins. Yeah, yeah. So let's get back on it. Get back on it. So every mind is like a pod, isn't it? Yeah. And the resident pod, um, the resident pod host is what you are. In your pod, you're the host. you know. So you're the pod host. Yeah, man. It's a podcast. In this modern talk. Anyway, in my pod, I run a steady ship. I don't tolerate BS, nonsense of that kind. What I tell demons when they frequent my mind is simple. I'm gonna beat you down and it's on you. If you didn't sin, the Almighty wouldn't have set me upon you. I'm gonna bring it round, I'm supposed to. When you close your eyes, the Almighty you should go to. Do you remember those crazy words that I told you? I think it's time to stop talking, just do it and show you. Do you think that I really care if I sold tune? go to the shop and buy the motherfucking record. I just don't know. Anyway, that's one of my old tunes that I got. Yeah, I'm tough like that in my mind. Yeah, I make it very, very simple. If you're a demon and you're frequenting that, get out of there immediately with immediate effect. You're in the wrong crowd. Excuse yourself, cough once, and leave. Simple. Don't stay in there and talk to me about how much you hate me, you don't like me, you feel bored, you're put off, I'm embarrassing or whatever. Don't, just get the fuck out of there. Simple. Yeah. Most of my songs are about, it's a kind of exorcism but in a modern way, you know. Yeah. Remember, I used to be in my younger days. I used to speak different to the demons, then But now I've become. I'm glad I got a spiritual power going into my tertiary stage, because like when your physicality wanes, you're gonna need something for that. Yeah, that's what I told him. When you say 1+1, I'll turn it with 2, but you and your crew can never rewind. When you say 1+1, I will turn up with 2, but you and your crew will never beat me. You can never equate to a nigga like me with my unique styles and crazy ass beats. I'm out of this world, you can never follow me. I'm too cold for this shit, it's like I'm living on Mars. Anyway, yeah, I had to spit bars. Yeah, man. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, next one. 13. Damn. If you look at the screen, figured out how to point at it now. There's a 13 there, isn't it? Oop, go back to it. And man, it's been kinda. We're in the middle of we're just coming out of it, as you can see there. Just coming out of an M class. So we're alright. What do you want? I fixed the sound at least. Hmm. People acting like they're scripted in this bitch. So I always told him about that. Scripted law lives. Encrypting my rhymes, they're tracking my life. Encrypting my life from scripted law lies. Predicting my path when watching your mind. Encrypting my rhymes, encrypting my rhyme. Yeah, it's like that, man. Remember scripted law lives? Love that song, man. What you mean? Bashman. Been through those times, you know. People acting like they're on a mission and they can't help themselves, like they're addicted to it or something. People take the piss too much, man. Because of all the things they are in this world, yeah, you your mind has to be secured from so many different dimensions, yeah. There's the plane of existence where your body is, and then there's a plane of existence where your dreaming is. There's a plane of existence where your mind is a sub or a parameter to the meat. Ah, yeah, it's a sub meter. Yeah. Time's flowing different, man. Or is it me just not concentrating? Got to zap myself. Today was a busy day, but it held for me um my ADHD, because I was aware that my ADHD was starting to flare up. Yeah, I kind of made a point of treating that. When you see your personal skills are starting to wane, you have to you deal with that, you know. So you can't just see yourself becoming something you don't want, and you just sit there silently, yeah. So hang so I'm dealing with that ADHD, and then when that goes down, something else will flare up, and I have to deal with that. Yeah, but obviously, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm feeling a major blockage. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Is it the M class? Oh yeah, wait. We've also got a solar storm taking place as well. Yeah, a moderate S2 solar storm. Yeah, infrequent effects on HF radio, polar regions. Yeah, so there's quite a few things happening, man. Quite a few things happening. Yeah. Yeah, it could be that because we've been hit by lots of protons, but most of them are ending up in the ionosphere. Yeah, they will trigger a geomagnetic storm, but S2 I don't think it's gonna be that big. We most probably had one already, maybe a KP45. I don't think we'll go up to 9. Oh, it's already started triggering it. Anyway, that would alert me if it does. But yeah, there is there's already something going on in it. Yeah, yeah. So there's all kinds of fuckeries out there, man. You gotta be careful, man. Like I told you, the journey that you take when you're in my mind, it's like, yo, let me take you on the journey. Come with me if you want to see. The number if you're gonna find it what we need. Look within to win. Many people gonna find it tragedy from the Almighty. Don't know if you're gonna like it. Fallacies bringing ghastly feet. Stop chatting on this nonsense, can't go on. I just can't no cope. You start hearing funny voices on your own when you're not at home. You're dealing with demonic forces, holy Lord. Come and save his soul. That's got one of my best rhymes ever. Yeah, where I'm talking about uh, my connection. Yeah, in this earth and heaven. You know, to you. Gonna bring you victory, the Holy Father said to me. The human race is history if they walk away from me. Legendary mysteries, he will bring us to our knees. And if you're listening, he will come and set you free. Watch the things you talk about, what you say will come around. Reflection from the firmament, changes will be permanent. Where's my fucking president? If you think I came from there, watch it as it resonates. I won't stop till he pays the fare. The forces that it detonates, manifesting everywhere. One more crazy escapade doesn't want me anywhere. We got nearly put to death, the Almighty's hunting everywhere. Sorry when the meteor fell, friendly warning, can't you tell? Next time he won't live to tell what did happen when he fell. Spend time on wishing well, when I touch you break the spell. Might not be mixing well, cause you give an evil room to dwell. That's why I'm shocking them, kick them off me if you care. Yeah, the scripted law lie, the scripted law lies. Yeah. Don't act too scripted. Right now, you're gonna need to defend yourself. Yeah. So don't be too scripted with life. Like, looking at my songs here and seeing what the hell's going on. Didn't really have to be like this, but it became like that. It didn't have to be like that in my mind. So the kind of dedication that people have towards evil, the world would be a better place if they dedicated themselves like that towards doing good to people. If you have a power in this world and it's designed to harm people, you should really try and curb yourself and keep more to yourself. You're the one who needs to be silent all the time. My power is designed to defend myself. I don't even do meddling. I don't even concern myself with other people's issues because there's angels and demons in this world. You never know why somebody is going through pain. Yeah, it's like the book of Job. Yeah, maybe the Almighty is punishing his ass or testing him. Before you help anyone, you should leave that to the professionals. The only one that we know of, that's Christ, isn't it? Leave all that shit there, saving people from their calamities, from Christ, to Christ, because like you never know if you're saving someone that the Almighty is giving a slap to. But if you have a power that only works when it's defending you, then you can't possibly meddle with the Almighty's works. And that's another thing. We know what's coming up. You mustn't stand there and be a battering ram for when the Almighty acts. Yeah, I see some people are getting slapped up for evil. Why? Let the evil get his slap. That's what I see. That's what I think. So you know that they're iniquitous and the reprobates and they're gonna get slapped up. Why do you stand in the way of that? The Almighty said he will slap them up when they become iniquitous like that. Yeah. So you shouldn't have. You should detach your hearts and minds from the evil ones. Christ never told us to fight anyone. He told us when you go into the towns and cities, preach the gospel. Let them know that Christ has come. But if they refuse, you wash your hands and feet of them. Their blood will be on their own heads. Don't look back. A bit like Lot and his wife, what did look back and turn into a pillar of stone. Yeah, you see? It'd be like that if you look back. So detach your hearts and minds from the reprobates, yeah, and prepare for what's coming. Yeah, that's what I say to the innocent in these times. If there's any such thing as innocent, yeah. So anyway, it's like that, man. Hmm? But you as a Christian, you're not supposed to be inside people's minds, yeah. And I mean, unless you're an angel or a demon, in which case I need to know which one I'm fighting off, yeah. But as a human being, just another human being that's born like the rest of us, goes through shit and dies and becomes worm food like the rest of us. Nah, I'm not gonna tolerate any of that. I'm gonna tolerate that from a human being. We could have talked, you know, about boundaries. It's a boundary thing, yeah. You can't, because my occulted knowledge is in my mind. I can't just let anybody into that. My esoterics, everything I know, my competitive advantage, even intellectual property, that's something that's touched on. This is very important for me to keep people from my mind, man. If you don't keep them from my mind, you never be able to make anything, yeah. So that's how my song Payment says, yo, when you see my mind and you want it, stop wasting time with your chatting. I know that you do not like me and you have a man and you're happy. The system knows that you're frightened. Just make the payment before touching. Resonating forces are coming and the people's randomly dying. Select a man. You have a dog and it's barking behind the scenes and it's stunting. You need to pay with your money, but you have a hole in your budget. You're looking hot and you're standing. Your pussy won't let me have it. Get to know my sexual habit. Gonna fuck you like I'm a rabbit. Select a my yeah. Anyway, hold on. So before you touch my man, you got to pay me something. Come on. We're human beings, part of the same community. Give and take. You got to give a little, pay and take a little. Yeah? You got to give a little of yourself and take a little of somebody else. If you give a little of yourself, you take a little of someone else. You can be forgiven for taking a little of what the fuck just happened? Let me see. Oh, solar wind's going up. X-ray flux last 2 hours. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was lecturing you about what? Giving yourself and also receiving from others, yeah? and also getting others. So I'm a man who gives a little. I would have given a little myself, but now I don't give any. I don't give any of myself. Yeah. I don't really give a fuck what people think of me. Yeah. That's how much I give a fuck. I know you can't see the gap, but if you zoom in, yeah, that's how much I give a fuck. Hardly. I'm busy, man. I'm busy trying to exercise things. Yeah. And that's another thing. When you're meditating, you have to learn to concentrate on the task. Now, that's a useless call. Somebody trying to call me and sell me all kinds of a bunch of dumb crap that I'm not even interested in. Yeah. Fucking. When you have a phone number that you know them numbers that are calling you. Yeah. It fucking look like a square root of a stupid cube. Yeah. Yeah, given x equals stupid. That's stupid. X, Y, Z. That's a cube. I'm not answering that call there. It's a stupid cube. And when it comes to judging, yeah, nobody likes being judged, but it must be judged. It's like a shepherd with sheep, innit? The sheep don't want to go in the pen, but they must go into the pen for the night. Anyway, so when you judge people, they're not gonna like it. So you're gonna need some kind of supernatural power, preferably from the divine. Yeah, in fact, all supernatural power is kind of divine, but you will use it the wrong way. Anyway, any power is divine, but some people thief it and use it the wrong way. Yeah. So unless you have a type 3 conscious Reagan like myself, yeah, there's no way you should be indulging yourself in judging people, because they're gonna want to say nah. And when you exhibit power, yeah, people are gonna wanna. All the megalomaniacs in this world don't want to know that somebody else has power. They just want themselves to be power, and they will turn up in a cartoony way, like coincidentally, impromptuly, and but yet inside their mind it's just because they've heard that you got a power and they just don't want to know that somebody in this world has power but them. So you need to know how to deal with those. You have to have a divine power and a right, yeah, from the Most High. I think how you attain that right is up to debate. So it depends on you, innit? Everybody thinks different. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But you got to find out what your special power is, and then see if you can use it to bring judgment. This is divine judgment right now, because as you can see, it's not a power where I go out there and look for people. Yeah, in this world, yeah, you can close your eyes, yeah, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, go like that, wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and have money in there. People just walk by every now and then, and somebody's bound to feel something for you. It's a bit like that. People hunt themselves. Yeah, I'll be doing this, minding my own business, just securing my mind, and sure enough, one demon will come and touch that and get zapped up. Yeah, so it's that kind of power. I don't look for people. The best hunter there is. People find me when they're being megalomaniacs and they think like no one else in this world has power but they do. That shit. That's when they find. That's when they find my power. Yeah. And the way they turn up, like somebody will come and make a delivery and spend like a whole hour delivering a kettle to someone. Yeah, just standing there like an NPC, non-player character, just repeating the same thing, moving this box from here to here, then from here to here, then from here to here, doing the same thing, just an excuse to stay in one place for an hour. Yeah, people be doing shit like that. So that's why in my song I said, I know you're creeping, you're about, squeaky clean like your mouth. This is what you was told about. Go not kill him in small amounts. Him and him brethren go around, making picnic for my crowd. Thunder and lightning from a cloud, making demons fall on ground. Him and him brethren go. Him and him brethren go around. Him and him brethren. Well done. I got stuck in the loop. Yeah. I get quite violent with the demons that possess me. I'm sure, like, they know me by now. The man hasn't got no nonsense in him. Yeah, I always tell it like it is, not like how it should be. Yeah, I don't care how it affects people. Yeah, but obviously, I'm a Christian, so I know that when something means a lot to you, you know, I won't ridicule it, but you better not ridicule what means a lot to me too. Yeah. So it's like that. I never claimed to be normal, no man. Never said that I was psychic, neither. Didn't know it would be like this anyway. Perpetrators watching my shit every day. When you see the Almighty in me, judgment comes with some rhyming and skill. One thing I'm asking, hold on. What you wanna see what I think no more? Never chose the life I'm living in. I came into this world to be big in it. I never knew those who oppose when I'm bringing it. Those who obsess with me hard when I'm winning it. Them said that truth hurts, but I'm revealing it. Don't give a damn if your mind can't deal with it. You need to grow up and realize what life really is. Life is no joke, my friends, we're all feeling it. Everybody hurts one time when believing in your one true love, and the other man she's dealing with. But when the time comes for you to decide that you're living it, never look back, think twice when you reminisce. The future is bright, stick to the plan, don't play with it anyway. That's enough. Yeah. I tell it like it is, man, not like how it should be. Because yeah, oh yeah, back to what I was saying about this year. So what we're experiencing, yeah, I'm going through it too. There's some strange energies about, but with me, it might be just some megalomania just turned up, had that got special power, and he felt insulted when I haven't done nothing to him. Yeah, turned up, tried to deliver a kettle for an hour. They're doing shit like that around me. So I always remind them, yeah, I'll look at someone and I'm like, in half an hour I'm gonna start meditating. If that fucker start and then I start meditating and it starts to do some convulsions and I'm like, oh, you see? That's what I've been trying to tell you about. So with me I never know what's causing the blockage I got. But it just seems like every day, yeah, there's been a blockage of some kind. Every day. I just don't know what's going on. Yeah, this really. So it's that kind of month. I think it's been the whole month. It's been full of weird energies. So I'm sure that some of you must be going through all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, but it depends on how you do things. Some people have no room for the Almighty in their mind, in their heart. Um, I don't know how. Maybe the placebo they get it from a medical practitioner. Yeah, those who get the placebo from the Most High, it's always a richer and fuller one. Hmm. Than a sweet pill. Hmm. The word of God is much more stronger than a sweet pill. But it's kind of in that way of healing. You know, placebo cures like 75% of all illness and that. You know. Hmm. Where you believe that something works and it works from that belief. It's a medical term, placebo. Go Google it. Placebo. Go and Google it. That depends on belief, like faith and them thing there. Hmm. Hmm. So even science is making faith. Faith tablets. That's what sweet pills are. Those are faith tablets, but they work 75% of the time. The efficacy is like that, innit? So faith can heal you good. It's useful to do that, and then on top of that, you can add medication. Yeah, but yeah, to get a fuller healing, faith can only take you like 75%. If it's that, then you add the medication to take you all the way. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be balanced like that. Because I'm not gonna recommend my kind of medicine, which is meditations and medicine. Yeah, meditation for me has got nothing to do with faith and belief. I don't do that shit there. Yeah, it's about knowledge. Yeah, you can clearly see. I'm scientific about things. Yeah, I'm approaching this one in a scientific way. Yeah, hold on. Where are we up to? We're up to here. Yeah, so it's got nothing to do with belief and faith and shit like that. This is that is something else, and that's an esoteric thing for me. What my faith is. I'm Christian derivative. Not mainstream. Um, Proper freelance as well. Yeah. So you see this power. If it's useful to Christ, then he you know, I'm in that army. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I don't know how you can use it. The thing I can be useful for is to for me to be an abyss, because everything that goes into my mind, you don't want to go in there. 8 years of pain, yeah, you don't want to go in there. Mhm. The graph is not showing anything. Anything. I'm trying to check myself and my speech. Um, Solar storm still, yeah. Need to clear my nose as well. You just flick back to orange again. Ross. Okay, same thing, yeah. Mm, I noticed that. I noticed that. Remember, if you look through my channels and you look at the live broadcasts I've done, yeah, I did tell you about like you know how silly things can become. Yeah. And today's been alright. We've been coming out of a beating. But yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah. Mm, anyway, even last time I did it, just as I was about to do it, somebody was getting slapped anyway. At least it wasn't me anyway. At least that. Yeah. Right. Let's see what it does now. I'm gonna go back in there. I won't count that as a beating. What happened there? people come into my mind and basically just go on the attack straight. I can't prove any of it, but there's two things which are wrong with this picture, innit? Yeah, they can't prove that I'm slapping them up when they're in there. Just as much as I can't prove that they're in there trying to drain my life force from me. Do you see? Because when you touch my mind, it's a bit like when you go into a place and start touching it, it's a bit like how you put a sponge in a bath. When you put the sponge in a bath, it starts soaking up the water. And if you remove the sponge, you would have gone out of the bath with some water. If you keep doing that all the time, just get like 100,000 sponges, yeah, and a bath that's full. Just take a sponge, put it in there until it's saturated, remove it, and just repeat that. If you get 1,000 of them, you'd have left the bath empty. Trust me on that. That's what your life force is like, and that's why when people touch your mind, no matter what they're in there to do, if it's touching your mind to harass you, to help you, whatever, as soon as it touches your mind, it starts soaking up your life force. The energy you're seeking, that's my life, and I won't let you take that from me. Even if you bring in other minds, I told you once, and you gave me stories. Everyone must give me what I want up from you. 'Cause I know you're phony, don't care what you believe in. The time has come, and now you see what he made for me. Type free conscious Reagan, type free conscious Reagan. They would look, they would touch, but they would never tame. That energy in my mind, that is my actual life, the process. You know what you are? You're like a record on a record player. You are the record, your mind, and your body is the record player. You cannot let other people play their record on your player. Don't let other people do themselves, their process, their likes and dislikes in you. Because your mind, that's where your body makes you, your process, your mind process, and the mechanisms. It's like the projector is your body and you're the projection. You can't let somebody else do their projection on your projector, your body. So do not allow people to dominate your mind. Under no circumstances must you allow that. You can't let them to do their likes and dislikes in your mind. You're the one who talks about what you like and what you dislike in your mind. They do that in their own mind. Let their body make their likes and dislikes. Your body makes your likes and dislikes. In my mind, I don't tolerate any other people's likes and dislikes. Only mine going there. I'll never be in your mind talking about how I like this and like that. Don't be in my mind doing that. Pay me some respect. So, if they're in my mind and I'm saying something and I'm the process, I'm saying or doing something, that's the process. I'm doing me. That is actually me. What I'm doing in my mind is actually me. And somebody says it doesn't like, you don't like me then, in my own mind. That's what I'm doing in there. Right? So, yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you all the way through it, yeah. Right. So they'll wanna fight me in my mind. As they're in there listening to what I'm saying, they're getting zapped up. None of them can stop my power, so now they're getting zapped up. It's in my mind like a sponge talking about how it doesn't like me doing me in my own mind, and I'm zapping it up. Yeah. So sometimes there's those energies I pick up when I pick up something that's sentient. I don't know if it's a man or animal or something. I don't know. but it's sentient still, some kind of sentience anyway. That's a different type of blockage. Every blockage you feel in your mind is a different object that's causing it. It could be a sentient being, could be a physical object that's gone into a parallel form. Yeah, best way of putting that. Clearing a bit. So, whenever you feel like you shouldn't do this and that in your own mind, then you're under attack. But out here, of course, you have to restrain yourself, restrict yourself, so that others can also have something to do in life, a bit of play to make, um, so, but in your mind, you don't tolerate. In your mind, because you're a boss in that, you're free to do whatever you want in there. So, if they do complain about what's in my mind, I would have punished them for it, even if people act like cartoons that they're not gonna see it. If I do complain about people seeing in my mind, people call me crazy. If they complain about seeing in there, how come they're not called crazy? They will be called crazy. I'm gonna zap them up until that heat there. They either leave my mind. Some of them even try to complain to people. Yeah, had one stupid fuck even called police as he tried to drain my life or take my soul from me. Was sitting there acting like it's innocent, like I'm gonna do it something, as was sitting there astral projecting into my mind to try and drain my life force like a sponge, yeah, to drain it from me. And Paul is sitting there waiting for me to do anything, and I'm like, not doing nothing. And I can feel this blockage, like something's just draining me. But as I was zapping him, yeah, no, because I started zapping him. That's why he called police to come. And they stood there. They can't see me touching him. Yeah, but he's still in my mind trying to drain it, and I'm still zapping him. And I think in the end he conked out and had to leave it. But if I didn't have a special power, imagine that scenario. Somebody comes to drain your life force and your soul from you, and the police is standing guard, yeah, yeah, shooting them. And you're like, what's going on here? When it came to that time, I had a Type 3 conscious ray gun. Yeah, you came into my mind to try and take my soul, and I nearly took yours from you. With the police you had called standing outside, not seeing. Police don't chase ghosts and imagine things. You can't say, oh, he's doing something to me in his mind. But police can't chase that out. They need something concrete to report that you. They should have reported him to the police, to the psychiatrist. Somebody talking about how you're seeing into my mind and I'm zapping you. Why are you seeing into my mind? Have I ever given you permission to do that shit? So I couldn't report them, because if I said I went to psychiatrist, if I said to them they're seeing into my mind and they're disturbing me, they'll put me in a straitjacket. But you can't sit there and say I'm seeing into his mind. That's what I said. They're seeing into his mind. I'm seeing into his mind. That's what I said. So when we get to that point, it'll be the same thing we're talking about. You go, they're seeing into my mind, and then he goes, I'm seeing into his mind and he's zapping me. We're saying the same thing. They're seeing into my mind, they're confirming that they are. Once somebody's dumb enough to complain about me slapping them in my mind, as soon as you complain, you would have confirmed that you're seeing in there. And as soon as you say you're seeing in there, that's what I've been saying. You see, it's worth doing. You got to smoke them out. They're like vermin. Demons. They're like vermin. You got to make your mind a horrible place to be. Like Amityville House of Horrors. Yeah. They'll soon try to come out of there. Like vermin, like when you throw smoke down a rabbit hole, the rabbits will run out, innit? The vermin. So this is me throwing smoke in there, and all the vermin will run out. And some of them even have the audacity to call police when they're vermin like that. Oh, I'm trying to drain his soul from him, yeah, and they're zapping me up, and they turn up for you. Who's gonna turn up for me? Whose soul they're trying to drain out? At that moment, the only thing I had to protect my ass was my Type 3 conscious ray gun. Yeah. You try to take my soul, I'll drain you out. Fucking idiot. So yeah, looking at it like that is also a good motivator. Yeah. It's also a good motivator because you need to give yourself purpose, give yourself a reason. Yeah, sometimes my reasons are simple. Just basically my health, my mental health, physical health, spiritual health, my health in general. Yeah. No matter how hard they try, I can't say, oh, they're seeing into my mind and they're attacking me there. I sound like a madman. So I never say that shit there out loud. No. Instead, I'm gonna zap up whatever's seen there, if that's true, and it has never been proven to be true. I'm gonna zap up whatever's seen there, yeah, and if it's true, they would have got a slap. It's better than nothing, isn't it? But to sit there and complain, oh, don't tell people that, because it sounds weird. Unless you have proof, unless they themselves say, I'm seeing into his mind and is doing something to me, you don't have proof that they're seeing there, unless they themselves say that they are. So you smoke them out to that position where they say that they are. Once they do, there you are. Now you have evidence. But to say it without evidence, just crazy. I'm waiting for evidence. I'm waiting for someone to say that what I'm doing in my mind is affecting them. Effectively, they would have complained, they would have confirmed that they are privy to what I'm doing in my mind. For you to say what I'm doing in my mind is affecting you, are you privy to what I'm doing in my mind? Are you cognizant of what I'm doing in my mind? Then how can it be affecting you? Once somebody confirms that, then I'll start telling you that crap. Oh, they're seeing into my mind and doing that. It will be true as well. All my suspicions will be right. I suspect that people touch my mind, and that's what's causing me the pains that I'm fighting off now. And when I zap them, I distract them, and the pain goes away. All kinds of things going on, man. So I just carry on doing this until somebody says what he's doing in his mind is affecting me. As in, I'm cognizant, I'm privy to, as in I'm seeing in his mind. Until somebody says that, I'll just keep going. You dirty rat. How dare you touch my mind without my consent? I'm not that kind of slut. I'm not a gigolo like that. How dare you touch that? And then you have the audacity to say that it's affecting. Obviously, I'm here trying to zap whatever's stuck in my mind. to dash it, and you're coming up with I'm touching his mind and it's affecting me. Duh! I'm here trying to chase off evil spirits, things who are touching my mind without consent, and you're there talking about how you're touching my mind and it's affecting you, and I'm looking at you and I've never seen no consent given to you from me anywhere in my life. That's where we're heading. So it's worth doing. Yeah. Even as a play, even if you think about the way that delusion's playing out, you think about the way that delusion's playing out, all roads lead to your own mind. So whenever you have funny thoughts, yeah, when you play them out, they must conclude with an action that goes back into your mind. That's the CBT that I'm doing. So since you're watching my mind, the solution is to zap in my mind. Do you see it? So it goes back in there. It never becomes. It's basically you contain your beliefs and your funny conversations. It's a form of treatment, man. Meditation, man. It's a form of treatment, and those conversations are also part of the treatment as well. There's an idiot outside blowing a whistle. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? I thought it was a bird for a minute, but it's not. It distracted me. So anyway, those pains we're going through, yeah, I feel them too. So that's why I felt like, you know, I'll chat to you for a bit, just to let you know that you're not alone if you're feeling that shit. It might have something to do with the solar activity. We're heading towards the grand solar maximum, I think, or is it just a? Is it a grand solar minimum, but a local maximum, or grand solar maximum with a local maximum, which would be all fucked up. um, I'm not sure which way around it is, yeah, but we're heading towards that still. So those are safe conversations for me, yeah, because I know that the call to action leads me back to the mind. It doesn't lead me to go out there and harm people and threaten people and accuse people as well. Yeah, but it just leads me back to doing stuff in my mind. Yeah, and that also helps me concentrate as well. But I get so angry with whatever is touching my mind that I have to punish it by zapping my mind. Yes. Yeah, so it's intelligent design, obviously. Even the conversation's intelligent design. Yeah, you got to learn how to talk to yourself right. You know, right for you might not be right for someone else, and one man's meat is another man's poison. So what's right for you, what feels comfortable, you got to be comfortable in your skin. Yeah. Yeah, so we're coming towards the end of this. Yeah. That was a weird energy though. Hmm. But going out. So yeah, I've exercised all the demons. Let me just finish off. Yeah, even that religious conversation, you're exercising demons, same kind of thing. Yeah, demons are possessing me, and I'm exorcising them. It's a variation of that. Yeah, with a bit more modern terminology. So that's why I do that conversation as well. I can't say it's wrong, but the terminology we use in scripture is outdated, but it's still right. It's still the conversation. The way you have the conversation is still right. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I'm out of here.